Minister of Works David Umahi says Peter Obi will be alive in 2027, but will lose to Tinubu. Oh, you wanted to buy him before? But what do you mean by Peter Obi will be alive in 2027? Of course he will be alive, and he's not going to lose to Tinubu. Tinubu is going to lose to Peter Obi, and all of us will be alive to witness it, including you, David Umahi. Nobody will buy. Minister of Works David Umahi has dismissed Peter Obi's claim that his life could be in danger ahead of 2027 general elections. He said the former Anambra State governor will be alive to contest the election and suffer another defeat at the polls. Umahi spoke while inspecting ongoing federal road projects in Ebonyi. Imagine, he's inspecting road projects when he is supposed to be in custody, answering to the murder case that happened inside his house. He's inspecting projects. Since this road, this rain has been falling and the coastal road has been flooded, is he not supposed to be in Lagos? The other day he went, he was peeping under the bridge, doing as if now there's water everywhere because of the silly coastal road that they did. He has not come to Lagos to come and find solution to it. The inspection comes days after the Nigerian Democratic Congress NDC presidential candidates alleged that President Bola Tinubu's administration was frustrating his livelihood and targeting opposition figures. Obi, during an interview with Trude Gideon, has claimed that virtually everything he does for a living was being deliberately obstructed by the government. He also said that he was being attacked because of his opposition politics and suggested that if given the opportunity, the current administration could ensure he was not alive before the 2027 election. Reacting to the remarks, Umahi described the allegation as unreasonable, insisting that nobody wished to be dead. Nobody wants to be dead. It's not just reasonable. We all want him alive to contest this election and watch himself lose again. The minister said he's not going to lose. That ignition for now, it will spoil. The former Ebonyi State governor said Obi fears stemmed from his belief that the Southeast remain firmly behind him following the 2023 presidential election. Yes, they are behind him. What do you think? What he's afraid of is because he said the Southeast is his catchment area because of the last election, which I call an accident of history, Umahi said. He argued that the political equation in the region had changed under the Tinubu administration, deeply, citing ongoing federal infrastructure projects and appointments given to people from the Southeast. According to him, those interventions had convinced many residents of the region that supporting Tinubu remained in the best interest. We have come with visible developments in the zone, and our people have now agreed with us that we are better off with President Tinubu to complete the good work he is doing for us than employing artificial intelligence for kind of policies, he said. Umahi also renewed his challenge to publicly debate the achievement of the Tinubu administration. He said he was ready to defend the government's records on infrastructure and inclusiveness. In the interview that triggered the exchange, Obi had alleged that he was being denied entitlement and subjected to persistent harassment because of his criticism of the federal government. He cited an incident at the Lagos airport where, according to him, his vehicle was clamped while other vehicles parked in the same area were left untouched. He also claimed that some people now avoid greeting him publicly for fear of becoming targets of the government. The presidency, however, rejected the allegation. Anthony says God is watching closely to whatever might up on or before 2027. Action speaks louder than voice. Ezekiel said, yes, so rig and buy. Yes, you think you can rig election, you will buy by the special grace of God. Okochukwu said, the giver of life that decides who will be alive and who will buy. We hear you. The God of Ebonyi State. Alison said, who buy the girl? The girl that buy in your house, the physiotherapist, what happened to her? David Umahi. Then he said, what makes him lose to Tinubu? Performance, accountability, security, economic growth, credibility, jobs, security, food security. David Umahi, tell me why Tinubu will win with Obi. Because I don't understand what Tinubu has done for people to still open their eyes and vote for him. Christopher says, behold, Umahi, the 2027 election is not going to be rigged by you. And with the present economic predicament in the country, you will lose things. Okay? Umudu says, Umahi is a serial murderer. He fired 5 engineers who disagree with him on how he spent the money he borrowed from African Development Congress. Imagine. Victor says, let the game begin. Ifeanyi says, Umahi is an old fool. Everybody knows that one. John Chidebe says, everything about Ebonyi State people It's all about nonsense. Just look at the way Umahi is busy disgracing his people. No be small. Umahi, the wolf in the sheep's clothing. Maker says David Umahi should leave Obi alone and deal with the deaths of 4 persons hanging on his head, 3 engineers and the lady who died in his house. He's using Obi to distract people from that. He cannot cover up the numerous problems surrounding his life. Samuel Jose says, see Umahi talking as if he's sure of his own life. Whether anyone will believe to see 2027, all depends on the universe. The creator of heaven and earth. He knows the end from the beginning. And Umahi cannot determine who stays alive because he's a mere mortal like all of us. Politically, Umahi is no mate to Obi. Should get sides, he should mind his language and give honor to whom honor is due. Well, as Uchenna says, okay, make una sha no rig am exactly, no rig election if you sure for now. Victor says, Umahi, do you know if you and your principal will be alive then? Everything rests on God. Augustine says, are you God? Umahi, your fear will end by 2027. You will all face the reformed DFCC and ICPC and rot in jail. All of them. No single person left behind. Ikena said, you can only brag with rigging and not election unless if the voters will come from abroad, Mr. Stomach Infrastructure. Olusegun says, you are simply acting up on scripts being sold out. This Umahi gang are against Igbo extraction precedent as a turn and right of the Igbos to produce the president, according to equity, charter justice and fairness. Why this sabotage among the Igbos? I wonder. We will see now. We will see. As he says, Obiaroko, you are just wasting your time. Go and learn how to play politics. Stop gate crashing, please. Mike Otis says, you will never ever be a vice president, not to talk of president of Nigeria with such bitterness against Obi. You are attacking him because you think he will block your chances of becoming one from the southeast. He will never even become one. God to Jordan says, imagine a Syria buyer saying, who lives and who buys. You should equally try to buy Obi now. Don't mind them. Victor Skoko says, David Umahi, are you not tired of fighting against your brother? You are doing all this so that Tinubu will give you a hand check. Count your words though. If them illuminate they talk rubbish. Malbon says, I don't see David Umahi as Igbo man truly. He behaves like his people from his paternal home. Personally they meant. Okay, says, I gotta go do road before you go by because of Obi matter. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.